All right, I wanted to shoot this really quick video for those of you who are in the clinic or watching this who have back pain, especially low back pain. I'm going to show you a couple of tips and tricks to get you through that acute phase where it's painful. It could be catching or pinching. It feels like you can't move in a certain area because of pain. So I'm going to show you one range of motion exercises, two very simple strengthening exercises to hopefully get your back moving a little bit. So, well, one, you can get on with life, but two, so you can get a proper assessment of your back to figure out why you get back pain, because there's always a reason. Okay, so the very first thing I'm going to suggest to any person who suffers from this type of back pain is very simple range of motion for the back. You're going to lie flat on your back. You're going to very slowly press your back flat against the ground, and then you're going to slowly arch it, so now there's some space underneath my back. So you're going to rotate through this way, flat against the ground, and then up the way to give your back lots of space. Okay. So you can run through this cycle a few times, usually about 10 or 12. Very slow, controlled, gentle. But the key is you want to keep your spine pain-free, because if you have this kind of pain in your back, it's because the nerves are getting pinched, and it's usually in the joints of the spine. Very simple exercise to start moving these joints in the spine, and as the joints start moving a little bit better, the nerves will recover and be less painful over time. So these are very simple ways to start mobilizing your spine, and again, it's very important not to do it if it's painful. Okay. Second one, so once you've got this exercise under control, okay, now the second one is a bit of a very basic, but strengthening your low back. So it's core, but it's kind of the muscles all the way around the core that we want to start turning on and turning off. This is called abdominal bracing, and really it's when you're sitting or standing, you can just learn how to squeeze, and I'm doing it. I'm not moving much, you'll notice, but I'm doing it. Squeeze your abdominals, that you're gonna feel them go tight here. It's almost as if someone was gonna punch you in the stomach and you wanted to protect yourself, what would you do? You'd go, exactly. So you have to learn to do this very slowly. So you're gonna turn your abdominals on, you're gonna hold for a few seconds, and then you're gonna relax. Okay, so that's the first strengthening. It's the very basic strengthening that, of course, in the office you have to build on, but that's the first thing. So first thing, we had these flexion extension of the lumbar spine. Second, you have bracing. Third, you have glute bridges. And even though they're called glute bridges, the glutes help the low back a lot. So by turning the glutes on, you actually help stabilize the hips and the low back. So the way you're gonna do this is very similar setup to the tilts we did. But what you're gonna do, feet on the floor, just ever so slightly, you're gonna raise your hips, your butt off the ground, okay? And again, you're gonna do this about 10 or 12 times. You can come up so you're flat, you're parallel, okay? Your knees, your hips, and your shoulders are in line, okay? So what that will do, it'll help stabilize your low back. So the first thing is trying to take pressure off nerves, and then that helps with pain. And then two very simple exercises to start getting the muscles organized to support your spine. So I hope that helps you on your journey to get out of back pain. This, of course, is not a substitute for an assessment or a diagnosis or a plan, but I hope you get something out of this. If you don't get back pain, share this with someone who does. Someone will get a lot out of this video and will be very thankful. All right, take care.